So today's creative word is truth. And funnily enough, we actually were discussing this in my class this morning. And we were talking about like objective truth and if there are any such thing as objective truths in our society today and in our culture. And I mean, as a religious person, I obviously believe in some kind of ultimate truth, but that's not how everyone feels. But that means that, like, to me, there are like finite answers to everything. Whether I know them or not is different, but there are answers. So, for the creative experiment, it's all about starting fresh. So, actually, technically, it suggests you take a shower, which I did this morning, so I'm not gonna do it again. But it's about like focusing and relaxing. That's actually something I did when I came back from class today. Is I sat down and I just I meditated. Like, I thought about my day and I like focused out, and I wrote down all the things that were bothering me and all the things that were frustrating me, and it was prayer, and that is something that you kind of need to bring into music, and you kind of need to bring into everything you do, is meditating and focusing in on what's important to you and who you are. And whether you find that in a religious context or not, it doesn't matter. It's still important to find like yourself in that. And today's Daily Dose talks about jealousy and being jealous of people who you think are better at things than you, or more than you. And I believe that envy's not good, but at the same time, I think envy has also its benefits. It helps you to look at what you like in other people, and you can try and emulate that and try and be better. And I'm not saying that like you should be jealous of other people, because jealousy like isn't a healthy thing. It's not good for you, and it's like kind of morally questionable, I guess. But it's still important to think about what it is that you see in that person that you want for yourself, and how you can get that, if possible. So whether you envy someone's intelligence, how can I be smarter? How can I be better at this? How can I think more about this? And also like comparing yourself to other people is gonna exhaust you for your whole life. Like constantly wondering how I can be like that person or why they're better than me is just gonna drain you. Like, it's just way too much work. It's way easier to just be okay with who you are and be okay with other people being different than you, and be okay with not having everything, because nobody does, even when you think they do. There's something that you have that they don't, no matter what. You can't really pinpoint what it is, but like your personal experience and your life, like they make you who you are, and wanting other people's personal experience in their life is sometimes a curse, like you don't know what they've been through, you don't know how they arrived to where they are, and your like life creates you, so your experience and your circumstance. So if I lived on a farm with a cute little family and I had a really stable life, I'm obviously going to have a very different experience than someone who grew up in a tough neighborhood and didn't have a really good family life, and moved out when they were like 17 or something, or got kicked out and slept on people's couches. Like, I'm going to have a different experience than them, and I'll have something to bring to the table that they don't, but they'll have something to bring to the table that I don't, and that's okay. And that's part of what creativity is all about. And like the last thing is that I have to remember that I'm unique, and that's such a truth. And that's something I've tried to realize for the last like 4 years. It's something someone told me I should accept about myself, is that I'm unique. And it was among a list of other things I should accept about myself, but like unique was one of them. And it's something that I come closer to comprehending every minute of every day, and realizing that there is no one who will ever walk this earth who will have the same life that I do, or the same ideas that I do, and the same self that I do, and that no matter how hard anyone tries, I cannot be duplicated, and I can't duplicate anyone else. I am unique, I am different, I am special, I am whatever you want to call it. My sister had this book when we were kids. It was like a Max Lucado book called I Am Special, and it was about that, and it was one of those, kids' moral stories that, teaches you at the end how you're different and special and unique and all that. But it had a lot of good ideas, and it's something that my mom always told me when I was little, and it's something that I try hard to not just know here, but know here. You know, that's the longest journey in the world. And I'm on it. I'm on the journey. So, yeah, feeling mad.